Yo, welcome back to my channel. Listen, as always, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're back. Listen, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and please be sure to hit that bell notification so that way you can be notified anytime I upload, because I know you want to hear what I got to say. I already know you do. So as you guys know, over here we're all about FTP, which is faith, transparency, and positivity. And today, in the spirit of faith, transparency, and positivity, we're about to get into some things. Let's get into it. All right, so I tried with everything in me to get this video out to you guys before Valentine's Day. I wanted to get it out to you guys on Valentine's Day, but that just did not happen. Number one is because today is my birthday. Yo! Yes, today is my birthday. Today is Valentine's Day. I'm filming this on Valentine's Day. Today is my birthday. So leave a comment, wish me a happy birthday. Today is my birthday. I turned 32. And I feel pretty good. Turned 32. Valentine's Day is my birthday. And also, this weekend was my birthday weekend, of course. And so I was busy. I was doing a lot of things. My family had a couple Super Bowl parties and gatherings, and I was driving and trying to get this Super Bowl lift money, you know what I'm saying? And also my city was in the Super Bowl. So that was a big thing. That was a big thing. As you guys know, I'm not big into sports, but when your city is winning and they make it that far, you got to rep your city. You just got to. But I did learn today that tomorrow is, I guess, Singleness Awareness Day. I've never heard that a day in my life, but I just found it out today. So I'm on schedule. So we all good. We all good. So as you can tell by the title, this video is entitled Stop Judging Single People. Stop judging the singles that are in your life. As a lot of you know, one of my favorite content creators is a content creator by the name of Ostefco. Like, I love her content. And the reason why I love her content is because her content is not really gender-based. Like, a lot of her content is not like specifically just for women, but I love her content. And now some of it is, and that content a lot of times I don't watch, but a lot of it is just gender neutral. It's just life experience. It's just her experience. And I love her content because there is a level of transparency that a lot of people that relate to her can appreciate. And so she recently just did a video about her, I think it was like last week, she did a video about like her experience with online dating and about why she has, decided to get off online dating again. And I think she did say, like, for this year, she has started to, she got back on online dating, but she stopped. And I will admit, I literally did the same. Like, as you all know, I did a video talking about why I deleted my dating apps. And that video got a really good response. And this year, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I downloaded those dating apps again, and I was bored, and I started swiping away, and it's the same old stuff happened. So in Steph's video, she talks about how her experience with online dating was horrible. And one of the parts in the video where she talks about how she matches with people, and the conversation goes like, hey, how are you? Good. You? Good. How was your day? Good. You? It was good. Where you work? Work here. Good. You? And she was just saying how it just kind of gets like tiring going through that, and it goes nowhere. And just as she was talking, I was like, yo. And it's so funny because I was thinking to myself, like, I'm almost embarrassed how much I relate to her content, as a guy. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of her content is like gender neutral. And I was like, yo, I get her. Like, I totally get it. She was just talking about her reason, and I was like, yo, I feel that. And so it took me back to about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I was sitting at home, and I usually don't watch my content. Like, I usually don't, I don't sit and like, oh, let me get some popcorn and watch my videos back. I usually don't. I watch them when I edit them, and that's it. Every now and then, I'll just to see and assess what people are seeing. But YouTube had recommended this content creator by the name of, his name is Cogent. I think that's how you pronounce it, Cogent or Cogent. I don't know. But he was this young. Oh, sorry. But he was this young dude, and I sat and watched the video, and he was talking about his online dating experience. And I was watching the video, and he's a chill dude. He's super chill. He's a young dude, I believe. And he was just talking about his dating experience. And as he was talking, I was just like, his experience sounds a lot like mine. Every talking point, every reason of why he wasn't that successful, or you know, every reason why he considered, you know, not getting on online dating anymore was very, like, almost identical to mine. So I cut off after I finished watching this video, I went back and watched mine, and I'm just like, yo, like, we almost have the same identical experience when it comes to online dating. Like, I think he said he's a little bit taller than I am. Like, I'm 5'5", but I think he's like, I think he's like 5'6", or I think he said he's 5'7", or something like that. It led me down this thought process. Like, there are a lot of people out there, a lot of us out there that are having these same experiences when it comes to, and video is not about online dating, by the way. This video is not about online dating, but just dating in general. Like, there are a lot of us that are having the same experiences when it comes to dating, and for some of us, it's just not that successful. It's crazy to me because a lot of times I'll look at, you know, some of Steph's videos, and her transparency is on 100. Like, her transparency sometimes is on level 100. And I'll look at her videos about, like, her dating experience, and you know, and I'll go through the comments and read the comments, and there's always somebody in the comments like, you know, that's why she's single, you know, because she did that wrong, and you know, and she's desperate, and you know, see, she shouldn't have done that, you know, see, that's why, I found a reason, that's why, you know. And it's just like, and even on my video about why I deleted dating apps, there was somebody in the comments that was like, that's why, because you're just not confident, and that's the problem. And you know, and even on the other guy's video, the Cogent video, there was some guy in the comments like, see, that's why you're not doing it, man. You need to do this. You need to get in the gym. You need to get in the gym. And I think he had commented something like, I am in the gym. I am putting on muscle. It got me going because I just feel like there's always this thing as it relates to when people give their transparency about why they're not as successful as the next person when it comes to dating. A lot of times we always tend to blame the singles, like, well, there got to be something you're doing. And when I say that, when I say stop blaming singles, I'm talking about the ones of us that's trying, the ones of us that are out here doing the work. Now, listen, I'm all for directional content. I'm all for content that's directional. What I mean by directional content is, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm going to talk about me. I would be very leery if I had a content creator that told me, Mark, you short, you're fat, your stomach overlap your pants. Don't worry about going to the gym. A girl just gonna like you just like that, bro. Like, don't stop getting up in the morning and going to the gym at 6 a.m. like you do. Just cause a girl gonna like that gut and that stomach. You know, I would be very leery if I had a pastor, a preacher, a friend, a baker, a candlestick maker. I would be very leery if I had somebody in my life sitting around telling me, hey, bro, don't get your money up. Why you going to work? Girls love, you know, dude that ain't on his grind. The girls love a dude that ain't got a job, man. Man, I would be very leery if I had somebody to say to me, just love yourself. You jacked up. Your attitude is horrible. You don't treat women right. Just stay like you are. Women love that. I would be very like, whoa, leery. I would be very leery if somebody told me that. And so I'm not talking to the people that need that talking to. Like, there are some people that need that talking to, as it relates to coaching them to being their better self. But that's not who I'm talking about in this video. In this video, I'm talking about the singles that are out here that are doing the work. Like the ones that are out here that we are financially stable. We are financially stable. Like, we do pay our own bills on time. We got our own place. We got our own car. You know, we got our own money. Like, we are doing the work. We are going to counseling, dealing with that inner child and those inner traumas. We are doing the work. I'm talking about the ones of us. Like, we are putting our best self forward. We are at the gym looking our best, and it still feels like it's just not working for us. It's just not enough. And so the last thing you want is somebody to be telling you, see, that's your problem. That's why you're single. It's just like, whoa. I'm talking to the ones of us that are we're putting ourselves out there. We are doing the work, and it's still not working. And so originally what sparked me to do this video, what was like, yep, I'm doing this video, was this past Friday, I was at work, and so we were wrapping up the work day. And like I told you, I just started a new job. And so one of my coworkers, he had asked me, he's about my age, my height, cool dude. Like we kind of run in the same circles or whatever. And he had asked me, he was like, bro, you got a date this weekend for Valentine's Day? And I was like, nah. And so he had asked me, he was like, what places you be going to meet women, bro? Like, how you meet the girls that you be talking to? Like, and I was like, I don't. And so I deaded the conversation, and I was just like, hey man, I'm just trying to get this money. Like, that's all I'm focused on right now. I'm just trying to get this money. And he was like, hey, I feel that, bro. I feel that. He was like, man, yeah, that's what's up. And I could tell he wanted to get into this conversation, like as guys, like, well, I'm doing this, and this weekend I got a shorty coming through, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I'm about to dead this whole, and that, cause that question like choked me. And I was just like, I'm just about to dead this. I'm just about to say the safe answer. I'm getting this money. As I was driving home, I had Lucky Day's Ready for Love on the radio. Now, if y'all don't know, Ready for Love by Lucky Day is like my favorite Lucky Day song. That song put me in my feelings every time I hear it. It's such a good song. But I was having it, and I was driving in my car, and I was replaying that conversation with my coworker in my head, and I said to myself, I was just thinking, I was like, that was so dishonest. And I was like, I mean, now don't get me wrong. I am out here trying to get this money. I am thinking of ways to try to get this money. I do pay my own bills and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I go to work every day. But I said to myself, I was just like, that answer from you was kind of dishonest, because you do want somebody. Like, you do want somebody in your life. And so as I was driving, it took me back. I had a thought of New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, as you all know, I'm a musician or whatever, and I played the piano, and I'm a singer and all that. And so at the time I was preparing to New Year's Eve to go play for church. I was preparing to go play for the New Year's Eve church service. And as I was leaving my house and preparing for the New Year's Eve night service, I was in my feelings. And I know as a guy, I'm not supposed to say that, but I was in my feelings. Like, and I was just driving to church, and I was like, man, it would be nice to have somebody to bring in a new year with, to have a toast of wine or champagne with, to, kind of, be cuddled with, and, fill on some booty, it just would be nice. And I was just in my feelings. I was all at church like, man. And when I got home to my empty apartment, and my empty, clean apartment, I think I had drank some wine before I lay down. I was just like, man, it would be nice to have somebody here to, talk over, my New Year's goals with. Like, that would be nice. And that moment came to my mind as I was driving home Friday. And I was just like, man, like, that answer to my coworker was so disingenuous. And I think the reason why a lot of us, we take that route of, I'm just trying to get this money, is because that's a safe answer, because we know a lot of times we don't get judgment when we say stuff like that, because now the whole thing is just get this money, grind, hustle, get this money, forget love, because you can say, oh, I'm trying to get this money, and somebody will be like, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You can say, oh, I'm just out here grinding. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But let you say, I want love. And if somebody be like, well, you want love? Nah, man. You ain't focused. And that's why I have a problem with this whole content of telling men to forget women and just focus on your money, get your money, forget women. I have an issue with that, because it's just like, I can multitask. You know what I'm saying? I can do both. And so it's just like, I just feel like when you get 80 and when you get older, you're not going to be thinking about a legacy. I mean, you might think about legacy, but you're going to be thinking about the memories and the moments and the moments of love. That's at least what I think. And of course you should be proud of what you have accomplished, and you definitely should be aiming towards accomplishing your legacy and your brand, and you definitely should be on your grind and your purpose. You definitely should be doing that. But I'm talking about the ones of us that already are on that path, but we also want companionship, and it's not working for us. And so it's just like, it just sucks how, you could be honest about wanting love, and the first thing people do is be like, well, it's got to be something that you ain't doing. It's got to be something that you're doing wrong. It got to be something that you're doing wrong. I just think we should stop judging single people for having unsuccessful interactions when clearly we are putting our best foot forward. I got a friend. He is the type of dude that can walk into the local Walmart and come out and be like, yo, man, it's crazy. Like, I was just shopping and this cute girl came up to me. She asked me, did I know Jesus? And then she told me to put, her number in my phone so me and her can be raptured up together when he come back. And this Friday, me and her got a date. Let me walk into the local Walmart. Ain't nobody in there but old people, church people, and I run into a couple co-workers. For some of us, it's not that simple. It's not just that simple. Like, oh, and I just feel like for some of us, it's just not our fault. Like, plain as day is all I can say it. For some of us, we are doing the necessary work. Like, I never forget, like, I was working at a gym, and they had sent us out like downtown to do a project. I had a fitted shirt on or whatever. And that was this cute girl, like, she was fine. Like, the girl was bad. Like, she was bad. She was just beautiful. And I remember I walked up to her and I asked her name, told her I was, hey, I'm trying to get to know her. He asked for her number. And she literally looked at me and was like, nah, she was like, nah, I don't know. And she literally looked me up and down and was just like, I mean, you cute and you sexy. I can tell that you work out, but nah. She was like, nah, I'm not. And she just wasn't interested. And I was like, okay. And that was my outcome. I literally walked up to her, looking my best or whatever, feeling my best, in shape, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Haircut on 10, walked up to her, was nice and polite, and she still wasn't interested. And that was okay. But somebody will look at that like, nah, bro. See, man, that's why you single. See, that's what you should have did. Like, see, that's your problem. Like, and people will always find a reason to blame the single person for why things are not successful to them as it relates to dating when you are doing the right thing. It's almost like with people in the church. Like, I never forget years ago, I heard a sermon by Creflo Dollar, and he said the problem with a lot of church people is we disqualify people. We tell them, oh, that's why God ain't blessing you because you had an attitude. See, that's why God didn't bless you because you said that curse word yesterday. See, that's why God didn't bless you with that job, man, because you told that lie 5 years ago. And it's just like we disqualify people except for empowering them. And I think that's what a lot of people do with singles. Like, we disqualify. See, that's why you're single. We disqualify each other. I just don't think that's what we should be doing. Like, I think there are plenty of us that are out here that are trying to do the right thing and going about it the right way. And we're just living our lives, being good people, making an honest living and just navigating this whole thing of being single and wanting to be loved and wanting true love and not for games. And it's just not working for us. And the last thing we want to hear is, that's why, because it's your fault and you need to change this and you need to change that. I will admit, sometimes I look at Steph's videos and there are certain things I'd be like, ooh, I wouldn't have done it. Ooh, like it was a video that she had where I guess she had met a guy at a party and she said she had kept emailing him or DMing him. And I was like, ooh, like my blood pressure was up. I was like, Steph, like, no, like, please me. And every time she said, and then I DM'd him again, I was like, whew. And there was another one where, I guess she had a story where she made the plans for the guy. And I'm like, no, you shouldn't have been doing that. But I can look at my own life and see where I have done things. And sometimes you don't know what a person is thinking in that moment. And sometimes you're in the moment, you think that is the right thing to do. And so as you learn and as you grow, like I said, I can look at my own life and be like, whew, man, there are some things that I did that was jacked up that cost me, I don't know, a relationship or a date or interaction or successful interaction or whatever. But as I'm getting older and as I look at the people, the ones of us that are doing it right and that we are learning and it's still not successful, why blame us? You know what I'm saying? Why disqualify us and say it's our fault? I don't know. Some of us, we just out here trying. There was a time in my life where I literally kept encountering women that were either out of town, that did not live here, or that was already attached. But there was this girl that I had met. I was on a trip, and it was kind of evident that this girl was feeling me. She was into me, and I kind of learned that she was already attached to somebody. And I'm like, we can't do this. This goes against what I believe, my moral code, whatever. I was talking that experience over with my therapist, and I was like, man, she just, that experience felt good. And my therapist was like, why do you feel this low about that interaction? And I said to him, I said, it wasn't really about her. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, she was cute, she was fine, she was all of that. I said, but it just kind of felt good to be desired. Yeah, I said, it made me feel good. And so so my therapist was like, I get it. He was like, well, you need to, create those same experiences here. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying. And what I will say, I think a lot of us, especially for the singles that we're out here trying, I think a lot of us, we can all say that we have had like, certain experiences as it relates to, the opposite sex. We've, had one night stands, we have, dated here and there, but I'm talking about meeting somebody where it's mutual, not perfect, but mutual. Like, I'm talking about meeting somebody where they want you as much as you want them. It's not like, I mean, I like her, but I don't know. It's not like, I mean, he cool, but I'm talking about where it's like the chemistry is there. Nothing is forced. You don't have to chase this person. It not perfect, but just mutual. Like I said, there was a time in my life where I kept coming across these women that were either attached or they lived far away. And I never forget, one of my friends said to me one day, he was like, man, you got to figure out what you're doing wrong. You got to figure out, why you keep, creating this pattern, and going about this pattern. And at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to figure it out. Yeah, man. And then it hit me one day, like, what I'm doing wrong, like, that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really my fault. And then it wasn't until I heard this one content creator say, it is not what you attract. Because a lot of times we tell people, oh, you are what you attract. You are what you attract. And to me, I just feel like a lot of times that's not true. It is not what you attract, but it is what you accept. Because I just feel like when you are like myself, just a genuinely good person, where you do what you're supposed to do in life, and you are a good person, and you have great character, and you have great energy, and you have great vibes, you're going to attract a lot of people. Like, and you can't help it that you attract somebody that you thought was sweet, that you thought was nice, and turned out this person just want to be for the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can't help that you attract somebody that you thought was going to be the one that you were going to be with, but this person is a bum and don't treat you right. Like, you cannot help that. Like, because as a good person, you're going to attract a lot of people that want to feed off who you are and your good energy and your good vibes. So I just don't think it's necessary to blame the person for that. Now, what you can do is learn and better recognize red flags at the door. Be like, you know what? No, we ain't even about to do this. We ain't even about to do this. You can do that. You can stop it up front, and you can create healthy boundaries, but you cannot help who is attracted to you. So it's not like what you attract. It is what you accept. So I just think, like, this Valentine's Day, I don't know, this year, this Single Awareness Day, we got to stop blaming singles. We got to stop blaming the singles that are out here genuinely trying. But what I will say to the singles, we ain't going to stop trying. Like, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I'll leave you with this. I was looking at this video where this, I think there was a life coach, had said something that really sparked this thought in my mind. And they said, when you are a kid and you come into a room, there's always a criticism. Like, there's always like when you're a kid and your mom or your dad say, fix your pants, boy, pull your pants up, pull your shirt down, boy, tie your shoe. Like, there's always a criticism, and really that parent mean well, because they want you to have your best self, so they want you to fix your pants because they want you to look nice. But there's always a criticism, every time you come into a room. And this life coach said, ultimately, what we want in life as adults, sometimes we can still be that little person inside. But what we want as adults in our life is to experience a love and to experience being with somebody that when we walk into a room where they are, there is no criticism, but that person just lights up because they're just happy because we're there. Yo, if you like this video, listen, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.